a thing that I've realized about people who even come from sales over into real estate is that they have no confidence. Like wherever they were before, top salespeople, great at what they did, everything,
Yeah.
right? But they're coming into real estate and they have no confidence in their sales skills. And I'm like, there's you have not changed from the time that you went from selling cars or vacuums or whatever it is that you were selling. You have not changed from there to here. You're only selling a different product. You are still the same person. People are still going to like you just like they liked you over there. So just do the same thing with a different product.
What is I'm curious to get your input on that. What is one thing that you have them do to help build up that confidence?
Talk to people.
Or
We go out and we talk to because in that process, in the process of me transitioning from regular real estate into investment real estate, my clients still needed to have people to help them, so I created a small team of real
Mhm.
estate agents to help all of my clients and things, or people that were wanting to buy real estate from me, and I would just pass those on to my team so that they could eat. But we would just go out to random places and I would say, okay, let's strike up a conversation, just pick out people, and just, I tried to teach them real estate in everyday life, right? So in everyday life, what do? We go out, we go to restaurants, we eat, we go to fast food chains. Some of us, I don't eat at fast food chains myself anymore, but people go to fast food chains and eat and stuff. And in every single one of those situations, what do you encounter? You encounter people, right?
Yeah.
And those are opportunities to have conversations with whoever. Take your business card. The person that's ringing you up at the restaurant, hand a card to them. They might not use the card themselves, but they're going to pass it on to somebody else, or they're going to talk
Right.
about it to their people. Like they might even be thinking that they're making fun of you. They're going to take your card, like, look at this joker gave me, like talking to all their coworkers or whatever. But their coworkers, there might be one of those coworkers who's actually looking to buy a house, and like, oh
Yeah.
hey, let me see that card, or who is that person or whatever.
Yeah.
So just striking conversations up with people. That's how this business works. People like to buy houses, especially from people that they like and that they can relate to. And if they see that you're just a normal person that has, and that's another thing I taught them, go out and try new things. Even if you've never golfed in your life, go out to a driving
Mm.
range and hit some golf balls, or go do something that's unconventional. Go fishing. Go do something. So
Yeah.
because the more things that you have experience in, the more things you can talk to people about, right? You
Yes.
might have somebody who loves fishing, and you could say, I went fishing once, I was horrible at it. Now they
Yeah.
want to share their fishing stories with you. Now they want to give you tips on how to be a better fisherman. Now you've just created rapport with that person.
Yeah.
And they think every single time I talk to this guy, I'm going to ask him how well he did with his fishing. Now you've created a client.
And, it's some of the small things too. Like, I grew up in Northeast Ohio, and I grew up south of Youngstown for the majority of my years, and then I went to my high school years was up on Lake Erie, east of Cleveland, and I'm in obviously in Columbus now, but anytime I see a 330 area code or a 440 area code, one of the first things I say is, "Well, where are you from?" Because
Yeah.
that was the two area codes that I had growing
Yep.
up.
Oh,
Hey, and the thing about Northeast Ohio people is they'll always say, "I'm from Northeast Ohio." Okay, well, what part, right? Is that Youngstown area? Is that Akron, Canton, or is that what part of Cleveland you're talking about, right?
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they won't actually say the town name; they'll say Northeast Ohio. And that's small. That's just a small in when I see an area code that I'm familiar with,
That's right.
and that could be the 419 area code, the 740 area code. Like, I could come up with different things to relate to people, regarding that. I love that. I love that going out and just trying different things because, I think sometimes we like to overcomplicate some of those things in
Yeah.
sales,
Yeah.
especially when we're not confident. And it can just be the smallest little thing that you have that connection over that opens up the conversation.
Right. And we're not taught to be brave. There's not a course in school that says be brave. It's
Yeah.
all about safety. It's all about being careful. Think about it as you're coming up through grade school and stuff. They've got the scissors with the protections and all that kind of stuff. And anytime you try to do something that's unconventional, they're like, no, stop, that's going to hurt you. Your whole life you're being taught to be safe. And so, you know, to be brave is something that you have to step out into.
Yeah.
And that's the way to do it. Just start doing things that you're not good at, and as you become better, your confidence increases.
Yeah.